Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday, November 5th. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. We've got another great lineup on the show for you today. Really important information that you're going to want to take note of. On the show, we've got Alignment Health Plan. As you probably know, Medicare's open enrollment is happening now, so David Mulligan is here to tell us all about what we should learn in order to take advantage of that open enrollment. And then later in the show, we've got Fit Brain Club with Grace Carpenter and her guest, Michael Mueller, who's an estate planning professional, here to talk all things estate planning. So again, valuable information. You're gonna wanna jot down some notes and watch all the way through. But first, folks, we wanna tell you about giving our veterans a big thank you. This Veterans Day, say a hearty thank you by honoring the men and women who served our country at a special event, Clubhouse 2, Sequoia Ballroom on Tuesday, November 11th from 11 a.m. to noon. The event will feature a performance by Kathy Rath, tributes by guest speakers, and colors presentation by American Legion Post 257. Light refreshments will be served. If you'd love to attend, they'd love to have you. So if you want more information, please call 949-597-4285, or you can also email recreation@vmsinc.org. Let's take a look at our beautiful weather for the next 5 days. We're going to start today off on the sunnier side. It's a little bit warmer out there. It's beautiful, with some scattered morning clouds, highs around 70 today, and by tomorrow it probably increases about 1 degree. But by Friday, looks like the sun's going to take charge, warming us up back into the mid-70s. And also the weekend looks gorgeous, sunny and downright toasty on Sunday, hoping to get near 85 degrees. Morning lows will remain in the 50s, so make sure you grab a light sweater early on and then enjoy the sunshine as the days heat up. Sunrise this morning was at 6:13 a.m. Sunset will be at 5:54 p.m. This is Big Buddha. I took this photo not even quite a week ago in Hong Kong, and a man would be the size of a tip of his finger. That puts it into perspective. Otherwise, it just looks like a little baby statue. But I can assure you, it was a big Buddha. If you'd like to send us your Buddha pics or travel pics or pics of your pets, email those to us at Laguna Woods Village TV @gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken from, and in a horizontal format, please. We've got one meeting to tell you about and one rescheduled one to tell you about before we head off to the break. And when we come back, Alignment Health Plan will be here. Stay with me.
Before Alignment Health, I actually felt like a burden on the doctors.
We're booked. The next available appointment will be in 3 months.
Before Alignment, my choices weren't many. I knew which doctors I wanted and they weren't available.
Since joining Alignment Health, I no longer feel like a burden.
They took care of me absolutely instantly.
I had my life saved by choosing the right plan.
Dental care in America is broken. If you need a dental implant in the States, you're looking at somewhere between $3,600 and up to $8,000, and that's per tooth. And for a full mouth restoration, you're talking somewhere between $40,000 and $100,000. The good news is there's a solution. That's where HebeDoc comes in. We're not a dental clinic. We're a US-based one-stop solution for affordable, safe dental care right here in Mexico without the risk.
At Adapt to It, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to It has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to It sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Medicare's open enrollment is happening now. There's some ways you want to take advantage of it. We welcome David Mulligan, Senior Vice President of Sales at Alignment Health Plan.
That's right. Good morning.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. I know this is a confusing topic to a lot of people, at least it is for me.
It's a very busy time this time of year for those of us in the Medicare business. The Medicare open enrollment period is October 15th through December 7th. So anybody on Medicare can essentially make a change to their plan, and that change would become effective January 1st. So their mailboxes are full with direct mail, and the TV stations are full with commercials and so forth, because everybody knows that this is the time of year to make a change if they want to.
David, explain to me why it seems like it's bottlenecked into these, just over 2-month time period. That it just seems like it would be easier if they would spread it out or allow it to go continuously.
The federal government sets the rules, and they've decided to make it this period from the 15th of October through December 7th, that anybody can make a change. Now, there are other times after that that people can make a change. For example, there's another period, just to confuse you, between January and the end of March, where people who made a change and maybe they're not happy with that change, they can change again. And then there's a period through the rest of the year where if you have a special condition, maybe you've got you have diabetes or a heart disease, or you're a dual eligible, somebody we call a Medi-Medi, they can make a change anytime during the year. And Alignment Health Plan has plans for all those types of seniors. It does get confusing.
It's so confusing.
Reach out to people, reach out to Alignment Health Plan. We can help you understand how it all works.
Well, take me back to the very basics of a Medicare program, because I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know that sounds naive.
No.
But why do people need to proactively seek Medicare?
I'll tell you, because I have friends that are very accomplished in their careers, engineers or doctors or something, and they turn 65, and they start to tell me, "But David, I'm spending all this time and I'm so confused." And I tell them, your best bet is to meet with a local broker or a local health plan like Alignment Health Plan. We can save you a lot of time. The basics of Medicare are you work in your career for at least 10 years or something. You get then Medicare when you turn age 65. There's a couple of parts to it. Medicare A, which is hospitalization, B, which is physician services, and then D is prescription drug coverage. So those are all the basics. You can just have original Medicare, but you're exposed financially. So people look to plans like Alignment Health Plan, where we cover everything that Medicare covers, but we offer a lot more. We offer things that Medicare doesn't cover: dental, vision, hearing, transportation, even coverage for things like over-the-counter medications and grocery allowances, things like that. So we offer a lot more than the original federal program does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So are those some of the reasons, and I'm sure you have more, why people should reach out and choose Alignment?
Right. Yeah. It's we're a local company. We're headquartered in the city of Orange. It was founded by a gentleman who saw the coverage the care his mom was getting and wasn't satisfied, and said, "I think we can do better." And so we've really built a very new and different type of Medicare plan for people. We've got great technology that tells our clinicians when one of our members may need a call from a clinician to say, "Are you taking your medications? Are you, tell me a little bit more about what's going on in your home. Maybe there's something happening." Our objective is to give them the right care when they need it and to keep them out of the hospital.
And you recently opened a clinic here in Laguna Woods Village.
Right, we love it. It's just off of Moulton in the Aldi shopping center. It's just a couple of doors down from Aldi, and it's a great location. It actually isn't a care center, but what's wonderful for alignment members is we have a member service representative there 5 days a week. You know, healthcare is complex. Sometimes members need to, make a phone call. Hey, this isn't happening for me, or I'm waiting for this. They can actually go into the alignment center at our location on Moulton and meet with our service representative there, and she'll help the person right there face to face instead of just making a phone call.
Wow. And is this something that people can start before the age of 65, or is that
There's a
sort of the
small
entry point?
The vast majority of people that are on Medicare are age 65 and older. If you are permanently disabled, under age 65, you can become eligible for Medicare. But the vast majority, 95% of people are age 65 and older. Mm-hmm. It's a wonderful program. It's a federal program, and Alignment is cooperating with the federal government to give the kinds of services and coverage that seniors are looking for in Southern California.
Mm-hmm. Is there a lot of competition in this area?
There is. It's, LA, Orange County, greater Southern California. There's a lot of plans that do what we do. I've been in the business for almost 30 years now, so I know the landscape quite well.
What was the driving factor for you to enter into that type of business?
Well, like almost sometimes with anything, you just sort of fall into it. I had a friend who was working for one of the original Medicare companies back in the 90s, and he said, it's really growing fast. And I looked and I thought, yeah, there's this group called the baby boomers, and they're going to change everything, and they're going to be aging into Medicare. And so I thought, this is a good career opportunity, and I've loved it. I love helping seniors. I love, helping, educate them on what their options are.
Right. But so why did the government make it so complicated to begin with that we need?
Good point. I don't know. Other than we can simplify it for people, though. It is complicated, but we can simplify it and say, here are your choices. Whether you're somebody who's just turning 65, because this is all very new to them, or you're somebody who's been on a plan for a while and maybe you're not happy with it, call us. We can tell you what your options are. We can tell you the kinds of plans that Alignment offers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So what does somebody need to know if they want to learn more about the Medicare Advantage through Alignment Health Plan?
I'd say call us. We've got a toll-free number. Speak to one of our representatives. If you want to meet with somebody in person, we'll arrange that for you, and you can meet in person, or stop by the Alignment office over on Moulton in the Aldi Shopping Center. We generally have people there that can, give you the information, sit down with you, and help you understand what your options are.
What are the hours of operation?
Yeah, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
And do it soon, because it's going to get really busy as we get closer to December 7th.
Right.
That period kind of between Thanksgiving and December 7th gets real busy. So I'd encourage people to do it now where we have a little bit more time.
And then again, if they take advantage of that duration of time where they can make a change.
They can make a change in the new year, like January through March. If they make a change and they realize, oh, you know what, I'm not happy. I can't get through their customer service department or anything else, they can make a change. And we're happy to help them with that as well.
And the government, there's no restrictions on
there
being
are
able to make those
there
changes?
are some restrictions, but generally we can advise them on what they are, whether they qualify to make a change or not. And again, if you're somebody who's got a chronic condition like diabetes or heart disease, we can enroll you all year long. And we have great plans for people like that come with really special benefits for people with those kinds of conditions. We call them special needs plans.
Right. And I suppose that, you're in the position to guide somebody into the right plan in the first place so that there isn't that need to make a change.
Exactly. Meet with us, Alignment Health Plan, or we can refer you to a local broker who knows all the plans in the marketplace, and they will help you as well. Local brokers are a great resource for people.
Yes. David, thank you so much.
Happy to be here.
I feel like I've gotten an education.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay. David with Alignment Health Plan,
Yep.
Thank you. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks again.
Coming up next, we've got the Fit Brain Club, so stay with me.
Are you looking to boost your financial knowledge in a friendly, relaxed setting? Join us at the Financial Forum Club, where we tackle important money matters together. The second Thursday of every month from 3 to 5 p.m. in Clubhouse 7. No RSVP is required. Come to learn, share, or just listen. Coffee and cookies are on us. The Financial Forum Club, your community, your future, your financial education.
Wait is over. A brand new pharmacy just minutes from your front door is now open. Service is our top priority at Laguna Pharmacy. Enjoy free same-day delivery, low over-the-counter prices, and personalized attention, all with the same copay you're used to. Tired of waiting on hold? Our experienced pharmacists answer your calls right away. We are in network with most Medicare plans and make the transfer process easy. Visit Laguna Pharmacy today for the exceptional care you deserve.
If you believe the journey is the destination, you'll love exploring in the 2025 Subaru Crosstrek. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus up to 34 miles per gallon. An 11.6-inch high-resolution touchscreen, plus a 182-horsepower Subaru Boxer engine. Love is out there. Find it in a Crosstrek.
Hi, it's Desiree from Irvine Subaru. Get your new Subaru here with complimentary maintenance included.
We promise to meet you with an open heart and curious mind. To never have the answers before we've heard your story. Because you are not everyone else, and healthcare is not one size fits all. Highest performing hospital, top ranked physicians, 50 convenient locations, right here in Orange County. You, empowered by Hoag.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. How's your estate planning going? Are you finished with it? Do you need help with it? Well, here today with me, I've got Fit Brain Club with Grace Carpenter and her guest, Michael Mueller, who's just opened his own law firm, right? Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Hello, you two.
Good morning, Bree. Thank you for having us.
So, Michael, you're a estate planning attorney, right? Founder of the Mueller Law Firm.
Correct.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. It's been great so far.
That's such a great accomplishment, something to be very proud of. And I know that you are on the show today to make sure that our guests are obtaining peace of mind and avoiding complications when it comes to estate planning.
Yes,
right?
He'll be with us Monday, November 10th at the PAC, Clubhouse 3. And we start at 10 a.m. promptly.
This is your monthly meeting?
This is the monthly meeting of the Fit Brain Club.
Your future, your plan, navigating estate planning with confidence. It's fantastic. Michael, what inspired you to come talk to our viewers?
Well, this is a topic I'm really passionate about. Estate planning is really important. Everybody needs it. Even people that don't think that they need it do need it. And so I'm happy to reach any audience that will hear me. This is a group that's certainly in need of planning. We're all going sometime, but everybody needs to do this, and I can't say no to Grace.
Oh, thank you.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Yes.
He's good. He was my trust attorney, so I can tell you.
Yeah, I hope I get 5 stars.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. So let's just dive into the nitty-gritty of this sort of complicated subject that people think that they might be able to do on their own, but much better off with somebody such as yourself, planning attorney. So what is probate?
Sure. So probate.
Go ahead and answer that, and then we'll ask how to avoid it.
Probate is the court process or the legal process after someone has passed away for transferring their assets and dealing with their estate. Probate is complicated, it's expensive, and it's time consuming. After a person passes, if they don't have everything in place, their family members have to go to court, open up a probate case, and then about a year and a half later, assuming that all went well, then they can finish and get to distribution. That process, most people, if they can avoid it or have their families avoid it, they choose to do that. And with an estate plan, you can avoid going into court.
And so that brings me to my next question. How do wills and trusts work together to avoid that?
Sure. So I hear this from a lot of people. They say, I have a will, I'm good to go. And they don't understand that a will still require probate, and that someone has to go into court and take that will through the court process, go through all that rigmarole, and get to distribution. With a trust, the entire court process is avoided. The reason why we have both, though, is sometimes not everything gets into a trust. So a person makes an estate plan, they create a trust, but they leave an important asset out of that trust, and then the will comes in, and we're back in court to clean up the loose ends. So people think, I have a will, I don't need a trust, or I have a trust, I don't need a will. Most people need both.
Is that right? Yep. And a lot of people, they can go to LegalZoom.com and download these boilerplate forms, right? And they think that they're completely protected, or that their assets will be transferred automatically, right? Is that not the case?
I hear a lot of horror stories and sad stories from LegalZoom. I've had to do quite a few probates from families who did it themselves and then didn't do it right. My concern with those, and I don't want to get sued by LegalZoom, is that sometimes I think it gives you a false sense of security. Right. Because if you don't have anything in place, at least you know that you're not protected. Sometimes people think that they did it themselves and that everything's good, but there's some gaping holes in their planning.
Right, which is why people need to hire somebody such as yourself, because everyone needs, protection. They need peace of mind. The children do. The parents do. I mean, this is like a trickle-down effect, right?
Yeah, I think having a counselor and someone to guide you through the process to really understand what are your goals, what are your values, what's important to you. It matters a lot because it's not we're not all cookie cutters. Every family is a different story with a different history, and there's a different plan for that.
Right. Why do you think it's so important to have a power of attorney set up in place for health or finances?
Sure. So everybody needs a power of attorney for health and a power of attorney for finances, because at any point, anything can happen to us. We can fall off a curb, we can have dementia, cognitive impairment, strokes, any situation where you're not able to make your own decisions. If you don't have those documents in place, someone has to go into court and be appointed as a conservator to be able to make those decisions. Typically, if someone has to start making decisions, it's already a time of crisis or a time of need, and going to court is the last thing that anybody wants to do.
Yeah. So just like everything in life, we don't want to procrastinate about these things, right? We just want to get them taken care of, know that they're handled, and then put the binder on the shelf and live your life.
Yeah,
right?
You do it, and once you've done it, like you say, you put it on the shelf, but it's always a good idea to revisit it every 5 or 10 years just to make sure that everything still says what you want it to say. And
is that what you recommend then, 5 to 10 years?
I'd say 5 to 10 years, or it's circumstance driven.
Right.
Births, deaths, kids getting older, things like that.
Right, situations changing. What are the important tax considerations for estate planning?
So there's a lot of gift tax, estate tax, capital gains taxes, and income tax considerations that all have to be balanced together to set your family and your heirs up to have the lowest possible tax burden. I see clients that will give during their lifetime thinking that they're setting their children up for success, and they don't understand that they're causing a giant capital gains situation for their children, and that they could have avoided had they done it through proper estate planning.
This is why you have him on your platform. Is that right, Grace?
Yes, absolutely. And one important thing is don't lock the document in a safe and people don't know where it is. So many people do that. And then the accident, the whatever, uneventful thing, and nobody knows how to get at it. So
what do you recommend for that? Would you recommend giving a copy to all of the family members who are involved?
So it's, first, Grace, that was a great point. I hear it a lot of people put it in a safe or their safety deposit box, and those items are inaccessible to the people that need to get it. For documents like a healthcare directive and a power of attorney, I recommend giving copies of those to the person who's going to be acting for you, as well as the backups. With a trust and a will, some families will give it out to their family members ahead of time. Others, there's the consideration that you don't necessarily want somebody to know what it says yet. You don't want them to, your kids or family to know you're not getting this, you're getting this, and so that can cause a little drama. But generally I tell families, keep it in an accessible place, like a bookshelf, a closet, a desk, somewhere where you keep your other important documents.
Sounds great. All right, November 10th, your future, your plan. Brain Club and Michael Mueller. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Bree. You're always so helpful getting the right information out to the community.
I love it. That's great.
Thank you for having me.
Coming up next, we'll take a look at our weekend movie preview. Stay with me.
We're Denise and Ann with Legacy Arrangements.
We help families plan ahead for future funeral and cremation pre-arrangements. We represent over 70 mortuaries in the Southern California area.
We know these conversations aren't always easy, but we understand how truly important they really are. We are dedicated to making an uncomfortable conversation as comfortable for you as possible.
By planning today, you're going to lock in today's cost and you're going to let your family know your future wishes.
It's truly a gift you give your loved ones.
Hi, my name is Dr. Faramant. Brilliant Smile has been the premier dental office of Laguna Woods Village for over 30 years now. We take the extra time to understand our patients' unique needs. We truly care about your happiness and dental wellness. We always provide the absolute highest quality of dental work at very affordable prices in a very relaxing environment. Stop by or give us a call and experience the Brilliant Smile difference. We are conveniently located close to Gate 6.
All right, everyone, we're going to close out the show with a quick look at this glorious week's weather. Beautiful fall temperatures. It's a little cool today, only reaching a high of 70, 71 tomorrow, but we've got some beautiful sunny skies overhead, and we're warming up for the weekend. High of 85 degrees on Sunday. Looks great for golf to me. That's going to do it for this episode of This Day from all of us here. We wish yours a beautiful one. See you tomorrow.